Greetings everybody and welcome to my stream. Today for a change we're gonna play Dwarf Priest. I actually want to try every class I always wanted to play and maybe choose one or two or maybe play all of them. I'm not really interested in the Paladin or Shaman for that matter or a Druid, but otherwise I want to try everyone, so today let's play the Priest. And here we go. All right. So, doing Morogh, how long has it been? Let's review our quest log. What do we have to do? We have to deliver the tools, deliver the ammunition, kill some boars and fig bear fur from the bears, and kill some Wendigo. Okay, let's go. I think this is the best way to go now. There are both Wendigos, which you can skin, and some herbs, and maybe some other creatures as well you will require. I never played the Priest in vanilla, so I want to try it now. I heard it's a quite fun class to play. Fun in quotes, because you only use your wand, well, most of the time, when you kill monsters. But I heard the priests are surprisingly fun in PvP. Let me check my sound quickly. Okay, seems to be working. Oh yeah, classic. You can fail to skin, you can fail to pick herbs, you can fail at everything. The game is basically one big "you suck" message and a long journey towards sucking less. Like that quote from Borderlands 2, "Suck fucking less." Let's get that rabbit, he should have a skin. And get our boar here. Okay, one. He really looks like a character from Harry Potter when he shoots his wand. Okay, do we need anything here? I think there was something here. Yeah, the ammunition, of course. And we'll take this herb, thank you very much. And we need those crack boars. I hope they have ribs. Let's play pro. No, it doesn't matter, he has haste of some sort. Okay, so this doesn't work on a priest. Works on a hunter, but not on a priest for some reason. Okay, fail again. But there's a herb there, so let's go. This one we don't need, but we will kill him still, because he's in our way. Actually, my wand, it does like 20 per attack, and my smite does like 25 to 30. It's like, is there even a reason to use smite? Actually, maybe not. Where's the herb? Ah, it's there. Okay. Oops, someone is dying. If she would run towards me, I could help her. Ah, she's fine. Okay. Yeah, it like takes 2 seconds. This takes 1.5 seconds. And it costs no mana. Yeah, I'm starting to feel this priest thing. I really see no point, like... Is this better? This is just plain better. Ah! And again, maybe if I shield myself... It doesn't matter anyway. The wand is also interrupted by attacks, right? Ah, so the wand invokes the cooldown after you fire it. So you should pull the smite. That makes sense. So you pull the smite and then you won't. Because otherwise, like, I can do this, 2 hits at once, but I cannot do that to the wand. So we smite once and then we won. Okay. Well, it's fun too. I mean, once again, compare this to Classic. Classic would have you this awesome rotation you use, and every class feels the same because of that. Because every class basically has the same kind of gameplay. You have some ability you spam one way or the other, and then you are introduced to another ability which you use when you can. Okay, let's help him. Why can't I heal him? What the hell? I can't kill him. So now he will steal my mobs, right? Yeah, now he stole them. Great. He stole both of them. What a way to thank me for saving his ass. I won't buff him. No, I won't. Stole both of them. I can skin them though, if he loops. But he didn't loot them as well. Okay, let's buff myself. And okay, at least they looted this one, so I can skin this one. Let's go. Failed attempt, of course. Vanilla, here we come. So back to my point. You have an ability, you have a cooldown ability, and then you have some ability which triggers, like if this light lights up, use that, or if this proc happens, do that. And like it's every class, the same gameplay. Here, for example, as a mage, I use Frost to slow enemies down, so I don't want to tank them because they kill me very quickly. I want to stay away, so I have tools for that. And if I let them hit me too much, I die very quickly. As a priest, I'm tanky, so I can put a shield on me, and then I can basically face tank. As a warlock, I'm even more tanky. And as a priest, I use my wand more, other than spells. As a warlock, I will use this very complex, clever rotation. Can't wait to play a warlock. I didn't do it yet, didn't try it, I only read about it, but it sounds really cool, where you constantly drain mana for health, trade health for mana, and so on and so forth. You feed your demon with your health, or you take health from your demon towards yourself. All sorts of manipulations. It feels really, it sounds at least, really interesting gameplay. Then again, as a hunter, you constantly run around, you pull the monster, you run around from him, you fire at the monster when you can. When you cannot fire, you move. So while this cooldown happens, you move away like this, fire, move away. And just every class feels different because of that. One advantage of playing several classes is that you have rested experience, which speeds up your gameplay. I mean, leveling is slow in vanilla, that's true. And in Classic as well. Even though they are not really the same. This part, they decided to keep. The cloak. Is it a good cloak? No. Does it look better? Never mind. And so every class feels like a different class. Completely different. Like at one class you would use your dot all the time, at another class you would rarely use your dot, another class you don't even have one. It's great. It's way more variety. And then the classes feel different. And this thing that you don't get your core abilities until level 10, like for example the hunter has no pet, I thought it's gonna be, I don't know, how do I say it, not interesting, boring, hard, not enjoyable, I should say. But it turned out really interesting because you learn to move around while your attack is on cooldown. Like I found this add-on which shows your swings just to play the hunter more efficiently, because I understood that I have to time my attacks. I have to run away while my attack is on cooldown, then stand, fire, run away again. It's that way I'm more efficient at my class. And so I had to learn that. And so you have 10 levels to learn that before you can delegate to your pet. Okay, can I spam this macro? Yes, the macro is working fine. So I need 2 more skins. I think I'll get them on my way back. Easily. Is there something here? No. All the same time, with a warlock you don't have your soul steal. As a rogue you don't have dual wield and so on. Of course, there's a downside to that. Downside is that they don't actually teach you how to play your class well. Like in retail, the way the class works, they kind of teach you the optimal way to play your class because they give you this rotation. Here, for example, a new player wouldn't even know that he has to buy a wand because there is no indication for that. There's no indication you should go out of your way to a city. And then again, where do you buy a wand? Like, you can buy weapons in the shops, but not wands. A wand, you have to find an enchanter to do one, to make one for yourself, or buy it at the auction house. You have to actually, like, figure it out on your own. It would be great if your class trainer would, like, train you the wand skill. So, instead of you having it from the beginning, you actually have to train it. And when you train it, you would ask yourself, like, why would I do that? What does it do? Instead, you already have the wand skill and you can even fail to notice it. Okay. I have to heal myself, actually. Let's heal myself. So yeah, as a priest, I feel way different than a mage. I can tank them. I can easily take several enemies. I have power word shield. I have heals. It feels like a different class. And the rotation, yeah, the rotation is completely different. Holy crap. Okay, so we are done with the Wendigos. Now we need some more boars and bears. And we can gather herbs meanwhile. And skin the Wendigos as well, because we want those skins. Need the money. The money thing again, like, the money matters. It matters what you spend your money on from day one. It's great. Once again, the game doesn't really teach you how to make basic money, so it's frustrating to new players who don't understand why they don't have enough money. I guess I should make a video about that. But on the other hand, it's great that money matters. In so many RPGs, like Skyrim for example, money doesn't matter. And it's so fun because people get used that money is abundant, and when the total conversion mod and the RAL came out for Skyrim, and that mod actually money matters a lot. People complain that they don't have enough money to buy everything. And the mod authors said like, well, that's the point about money system in the game. It should engage you, it should make you think and plan your expenses. If the money is overflowing all the time without any effort, it stops being interesting. It stops being a system. It's like, it's nothing, it's dirt. It doesn't feel like money. Okay, so we need still 2 more ribs. Wait, do we need ribs for 2 different quests? Let's see. Ah, no. We need a chunk of boar meat for one quest and ribs for the other. So the boars have both the ribs and the meat. Makes sense. Okay. So we should get out of here. Okay, we need 2 more ribs still. But I guess there are boars in front of us and some herbs too. Let's see, do we have herbs? Herbs, please. No, we only have cats. Don't need cats. But the cat is guarding my herbs, so I'll get it. Okay, so what's next for us? We should move here and give him his ammunition he wants. Then you can herbstone probably to save time. Like transportation again. Vanilla doesn't give you fly paths at all the convenient places. So you have to run by foot more, you have to experience the world more. It's great. Yeah, it takes time to run around static locations, but you have more time to figure out how the game works. You have time to think, like, get it sorted in your head, how your class works, how monsters work, what you can do in this game. It comes back to the point where I think the beauty of Classic, of Vanilla, is in the downtime. Because this downtime, it makes the game less of a game and more like a real-life experience. Like you get to meditate, reflect on what happened. Same with the death timer. Like in Classic, the death run takes way more time than in retail. It's frustrating. Like you die and you have to spend like 5 to 10 minutes going to your corpse. But at the same time, it lets you think for more time, it lets you reflect on what you did for longer, and you have more time to get better at the game. You have more time to figure out what you did wrong, what you could do better next time. And so it makes you a better player by design. While here, if you go to retail, when you just, okay, I died, resurrect in several seconds, go in again, you don't learn, you just go like, throw bodies at the problem until it's solved. You don't improve. And once again, it doesn't matter in the end. The developers can decide by tweaking the numbers, the amount of monsters, the amount of experience. They can decide how long it will take you to attain any level, any specific reward. So, in my opinion, it makes sense that the monsters would give you more experience, but you would kill less monsters and have more downtime. So you can live this world. You have this space to create memories, to enjoy the scenery around you. Like, the design is very cool in World of Warcraft. Like, for example, in Fellwood, these distorted trees, they look like faces, kinda. It's really cool. And there are all sorts of nice touches and things like that, like small details which really matter, like monsters which make sense in some locations or don't in other locations. Like you can... Sometimes it really feels like, okay, I cannot pick this herb. What's my herbalism? Herbalism is 12, so I need to pick 3 more herbs before I can pick that one, which is this. Okay, another herb fruit. I want that herb fruit, but I need 2 more. This silver leaf and 2 more. Again, they changed this in retail, so you can herb anything and mine anything and skin anything. You just get like less loot for it if you don't have the skill. It makes sense from one like side, but at the same time it's so much more enjoyable when you finally attain this level of skill. Like right now I have to skip those earth roots, and my decision is either to go around and look for other herbs to train my skill on so I can get those earth roots, or I will not get them and I will feel like I lost something. And when I finally get this level 15 in herbalism, it will be way more enjoyable to get that. I would be like, oh, finally I don't have to miss those earth roots again. Okay, great. Hopefully that leopard. Okay, it will hit him. Let's get him. Shouldn't have smited. Waste of time. And now I get those 2 herbs and I'm like, yay! I can get the earth root now. And for example, I see a player now who's approaching, kind of like, don't take my earth root, it's mine. I spent several minutes trying to get the skill for it. I want to get my reward. And if he happens to be a herbalist and steals it from me, which is not really stealing because he's allowed to do that. Again, this is all emotion. This is also real. It makes you feel alive. That's great. Okay, finally, 15. Thank you, game. Like, in grand scale of things, those 2 earthroot gatherers, I don't know what will they give me, like several copper. Really makes no difference. I have like 50-60 gold by this time on my auction household. But still, the game makes you appreciate it. It's clever. It's great. Retail doesn't do that to you. I think it's, once again, retail is better. Why retail is better? Because more people play it, and because, well, they wouldn't improve the game in that direction if that wouldn't be beneficial to them. If Blizzard had to choose to change the game, that means that retail version is like what people need right now, what the customers want to pay money for. No sane company would like make their game worse. There's no point in that. They want to make the game as popular as possible. So when you see some bad practices in the game, when you see something strange happening, something you don't agree with, if the game doesn't like die after this decision, if the game is still popular, still works, it means the decision was correct. And it means that basically they know better, because they are the ones earning $1 million on providing this service. They would quickly go out of business if they would just make a boring, stupid game just for no reason. So the question is, like, can you actually merge the 2 concepts? Can a modern audience enjoy a game like this on a larger scale? Or is it just a relic of time long gone? Like modern shooters, like people constantly, let's take Quake for example. People all the time, like a first-person shooter enthusiasts, they whine that there is no game like Unreal Tournament like Quake. like Quake 3, but when someone makes such a game, it fails. Like Quake Live failed, Quake Champions also failed, excuse me. Quake Champions also failed, really, and it's like people say they want such a game, but they really don't. They don't appreciate it and they don't play it. Because the times changed. People need progression, people need things like loot boxes. Again, people whine about loot boxes and complain that loot boxes are a bad practice, but they work. People spend money on loot boxes. People whine that games have progression, like all these skins and maybe even like things that improve your stats as you play. But people don't play games that don't have that. Like I remember back in school, we had this secret folder where you could access it and play Quake 1 at in lessons of programming and informatics. And there was only one map to play. I think it's deathmatch map number 4, and that's it. But we played it for several years and we had fun doing it. We didn't need any progression or something. We just enjoyed playing the game for the game. But nowadays people need something more. Nowadays people need progression and other incentives to enjoy the game. They cannot just enjoy the game for itself. I gotta sell my junk. Sell trash. What else is trash? Lumberjack axe is trash. Water I don't think I will ever need. Tough jerky I won't need, definitely. Spirit, maybe. Let's go. I need a bit more experience to get level 8. And then I can... Ah yes, I can get the boar. And get the Rhapsody mount. And get the quest done. Let's buff this warlock. Mr. Warlock. Oh, it's 36. Doesn't mean by buff properly.
What's on your mind?
I'm behind on my report and could use your help, Rhunwyr. I managed to find where the trolls are holed up, but I saw so many trolls I was afraid to go in. Here's what I need. Go down to the cave, poke around inside, kill a few of the trolls, come back here. Take the road north out of Karanas. When you get to the bridge, follow the frozen river west until you reach Iceflow Lake. You'll find the Brynwell village on the west bank. The hold is southwest of the village.
Off with you.
Okay, let's do it. That was the wrong idea. The dot doesn't tick until several seconds happens. By that time he will run away. Like this hunter, he should run away while he shoots. He doesn't. So he's basically not playing it optimally. Let's help him. I need some boars. Then again, they don't teach you this. So in retail they would teach you this thing again. Like modern games, they have to teach you the game itself. Because people don't want to actually engage their brain. I don't know how to say it, but it's like people don't want to actually apply effort to get good at the game. It's strange. Like before, you could have this game which only gives you the basic information and all the other stuff you have to figure out for yourself. And when you figure it out, like sometimes people figure out they have abilities they didn't learn for several levels. They figure out they have tactics which they can employ, which dramatically improve their leveling experience, which they didn't know about before. And it's great that the game has these wonders hidden in it. Sure, you can read the guide online, or you could figure it out by yourself. It's your choice. But in retail and in modern games, you just get everything explained to you. Like, even the game has a tutorial which directly tells you, like, do this, do this, do this, and teaches you how to play it completely. Or the game puts you through scenarios which force you to use all the options you have to teach you to use them, which is a more clever way, but still it's the same. Basically, there is no true, how do you say, oh, yeah, I thought I heard someone. Why can't he kill me? Why am I PvP enabled? What the hell? What's going on? Ah, he's hurt. I think they're going for the fairy, right? And they wanted to resurrect here, and we got them owned. Oh my god. PvP? Why am I PvP enabled though? Disabled. But I'm PvP flagged. I guess when I buffed someone, I got infected with the flag. Good thing they have resurrection sickness. Otherwise they will one-shot me. Maybe they're going for the fairy. I don't know, for Darkmoon Fairy. Why would they be here otherwise? Anyways, let's get the beer. We need Rhapsody Malt. Rhapsody Malt. Yes, this one.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Good.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so here's your crack boar. The malt is brewed, the boars are dead, and before all is done and it is said, we'll have to fight for the first dibs of the savory beer blasted boar ribs! Yay!
See you soon.
Level up. Actually, I don't care about the ribs. I care about the level up. Because I want to get my abilities trained. So what can I learn? Not this. Learn you. Good. And fate.
See you soon.
So I think we put fate on this button. Where's fate? And this one, let's make a macro to buff ourselves. Is it correct? Yes. Indeed. So this is our buff, this is our fate. What does it do? Ah, it's only aggro removal, nothing else. Okay. Let's also bind our heals. So we bind this to left click and this to right click. I guess it's more convenient this way, yes. Like this, good. Let's go. Let's pick the quest. Can we kill some more horde? Any more horde around? I guess not. Okay, let's go. Fun thing. Horde showing up here. Okay, so we have a quest in this direction. Let's go get it. Yeah, I think it's a quest for the leper gnomes, yes. Where he wants to save the entire gnomish race.
How are you?
Upon further analysis of the Gnomergan situation, it would appear as though we not only failed to eradicate the Trogs, but we also happened to turn most of our gnomish race into horrific, mindless, evil-doing leper gnomes. Ozzy and I plan to reverse the horrible leper effect with our latest invention, the Rock Combobulator. The machine is almost complete, but we are in dire need of some restabilization cogs and gyromechanic gears. Retrieve some from the leper gnomes out front of Gnomergan for us.
Off and away.
I will. Any other quest? No. Okay, let's go do it then. We can give this quest in for now. Let's go. Kill the rabbit, get the skin. Good. Yeah, let's give in all those quests. Maybe get a new quest as well. Would be nice. This bear won't let me get the herb, so kill him. Maybe he will die to the dot. No, he won't. It doesn't seem like Wand is interrupted by his attack. So Wand is way better than Smite. That makes little sense, but it works this way, so let it work this way. I guess it will be more fun when I get to spec into Shadow actually. And get more Shadow... oh, more herbs. Get more Shadow spells. More dots, more dots. Okay, stop dots. Hopefully that bear doesn't come here. Good. Failed. Please, thank you. Okay, let's go.
Here there.
What was this quest? Ah, yeah, that's the tools. You have my tools. Well done, lad, well done. I just broke my last Fanga ratchet an hour ago, and I need one of those to finish repairs on Pilot Stonegear's siege engine. Is it a good thing by lugging those tools here on Rhunwyr? Here, take those coins for your help. 25
Watch your
copper.
back.
Holy crap. How cheap. Ain't worth my time, mate.
You got my attention.
I have been to Grizzle Den. Here are your
Up
mains.
with you.
Get them.
No.
I have been hunting well. By Magnus' beard, you should do a lot of hunting. Thank you, Rhunwyr. Okay. So we have another quest now to get the beer. Great. Let's get the beer. Where's the beer? I think it's somewhere here, right? Okay, should have read the quest. Should have read the quest. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here is the beer. No. Okay. Give up, admit defeat, and read the quest. It's... Reginald barely brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will they all. But the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives at the Bruno village west of Karanos, and one of his drinks ever shined is all what I want. It'll help me warm while I'm on a cold road, and the blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw in Jetsteam's furnace for a burst of power. The little tactic has gotten me out of more than one tight spot, so we need to get off cask from Brunwald village. Yes, so we go that way. And while we go that way, we can do this quest, which is a very fun quest where you have to face an elite monster, which basically owns you. But the quest is not to kill him, quest to sneak in while he runs away, goes for a walk out of his cave. I didn't understand that, and I got killed. And then, like, I accidentally noticed him going away, and I'm like, oh, that's the way you do the quest, makes sense. Again, you have to read quests, it's so great. Even if you have the quest helper. Like the quest helper, like I have Questy, which hints like where I have to kill, where I have to explore. Still, the quest helper won't explain this to you. It will not. There's no way. You still have to read. You still have to think. Same with this quest, you have to actually find a way up there. It's not easy. Like, even though I know a quest is up there, It took me some time to get there when I first tried to. I couldn't find the route. It's like it's up there in the mountain. How do you get up? You cannot? What the hell are these wolves? They keep running around. Ah, they hunt for the rabbits, I guess. That's really annoying. All I want is to get some herbs, but they won't let me. Okay, let's get the herb, let's get the wolf. Skilling is always out-leveled, like it's always max level for you. You never have to wait for skilling skill ups. Okay, let's go. I need to go that way somehow. I need to go that way. Let's see. Yeah, here's the way, I think. Yes. Yes. Then we go up and we get that elite quest. Maybe as a priest I can actually kill that monster. Let's see. Which level is it? No, it's 12. No way. We'll have to wait for him to leave and then do the quest. I'm level 8. Like, here he comes. That's bad, because he's out of his cave now, so by the time I get the quest and return, he will most likely be back to his cave already. I'll have to wait. I can kill boars meanwhile, while I wait. So let's quickly... I know this quest, I won't read it because it's...
Interest you on a pint?
Time is of the essence now. I guess I can read it while I go in. I had a month's worth of dried meat salted and locked away for the cold season. Kept it locked so the bears wouldn't get it. But while I was off hunting deer, that beast, old Icebird, made off with the meat locker. You won't be able to smash through that for him though. But I'll start if I can get my meats back. So now we wait for him to leave his cave. And we get in and steal the locker. Or we find some other player who will fight with us and we kill the guy. Like, again, the quest doesn't explain that the monster will go out, but since the monster like actually went up the mountain and stole this, you can kinda guess that this monster does go out. Because otherwise, how would he steal it if he would stay in the cave all the time? So the game like subtly hints you that the monster will go out of his cave. And if you use your brain, which I didn't, you will know to wait for it. You will wait for it, he will go out, and you will take the loot. And if you don't use your brain, you will try to kill the monster and fail and die. And either assemble a party to kill him, or just abandon the quest. Which again, it like makes sense, it's a real world. You can't handle the problem. You can't handle the problem. Sorry. You will find someone who can. If you can do it. Resist, 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 come on. So it's interesting, what's the timer of him leaving the cave though? Let's actually mark him, so we know when he does that. Is he going now? No, he's still in the cave. Like, I think this function was not in vanilla, where you can see through walls by putting raid markers on monsters. This helps a lot. I don't know if you can use it on players. That would be very helpful in PvP. Like when you can top target the rogue, but you cannot find him. in several like occasions that saved me when I was playing a rogue. Like I could get away from high-level players. They could see me, but I was hiding behind scenery, so even though they could detect, like target me, they couldn't actually find where I am until I was gone from the detection. But if you can put a skull like that on someone, you can easily... Okay, let's see if he's going out or not yet. Hopefully you don't miss it. Like, would be bad if it's like once in 5 minutes. And this is the exact time when we choose to pick this herb. He goes out and goes back again. Let's see. Is he going out? Interesting. Like the quest doesn't tell us we should do something. It just tells us to retrieve it. But I know for sure he's leaving his cave. He does it all the time. Like on multiple occasions he did it. The question is, when does he do it? What's the trigger? Do we have to trigger it? Or does he do it on his own? It seems like he's doing it on his own. Because when we came here, he was out, but there was no player, there was no trigger to do it. He just came out for no reason. He wasn't chasing any player. Oh yeah, there he comes, I think. Really? Oh yes, oh yes. Our patience is rewarded. Now just don't pull him. That would be so stupid. His aggro radius should be high because he's level 11. Right. What's the time on the power word shield? It's 30 seconds. Okay, we should be able to shield ourselves again after we get out. If we are unlucky and he comes back now. Yeah, he's coming back. But he won't even see us. Yeah. So there's basically hardly any time to do it. If you hesitate for a little bit, you will have to fight him. If you hesitate a little bit more, you won't even be able to loot it. He will come back and hit you and interrupt the looting. That's hard. That's classic for you. Okay, so now this dwarf won't starve.
How are you?
Good news. Yes, I was able to get your locker. What can I get? Cloth or mail? Both are crap, but this costs more. Okay, now I need to go that direction and I think I'll jump. Because you need to get to that troll cave. Just don't die from the fall. Ah, wait, I have fireworks shoot. And then you. That's nice. Okay. We are fine. There's more herbs together here. And we can go for the trolls now. But I think we'll visit the dwarves first. Maybe they have another quest for the trolls. If they do, that would make sense to do both of them at once. So we don't have to go there again. Okay. Kill the boar. Why are they resisting my spells so much? What's this one? It's arcane damage. Are the boars arcane resistant? Or is it like mandatory for them to resist some of the time? Like the resistance is always more than 0? It's so fun when a monster resists lockpick. I mean, pickpocket from a rogue. To pick a pocket to see resist. Cursed at Brewers League. They have access to all the best ingredients while we're stuck here going for something. Alright, let's get Evershine. Have a cask ready, but can you a favor? Grunwald village could use a hand against the wild animals that wander in the nearby snow. Sometimes they wander too close. I'm not afraid of those bears and cats and boars, no self-respecting dwarf would be, but if you can take care of those animals for us, then we'd have more time for our crafting and brewing. Okay, good, we came here for the quest. Now we can get... I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it, brewing is my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, high up in the hills to the east. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. We dwarves haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste and I want to experiment with it in my brews. Get me some shimmerweed from those Frostmane seers, or swipe it from the trolls' shimmerweed baskets. Okay.
What's on your mind?
Have to admit those standard brews make some good drinks, but I need to learn that theirs isn't the only decent brew. Maybe you can help me teach them that lesson. Here, take this barrel of barrel abuse Calder, sneak into the basement of the Thunderbrew distillery in Karanos and switch it to one of their barrels of Thunder Ale. Then we'll see how their patrons like my brew over theirs. And if the barrels are guarded, then you might have to distract the guard.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay. So let's do this quest first, which is at the edge, the troll cave. And now we also need to kill all sorts of animals here, so it was a good idea to go to the dwarves first. Okay. We can always kill more boars. At our own leisure, but the cat will attack us, so we have to kill her anyway. I guess we'll kill enough on our way while we go from left to right here. Okay, let's go for the trolls. Checking the herbs along the path. Yep, there's the herb. Good. So we have to get into this cave here. Oh great. His weapon be first. Okay. No herb for me. After I kill him, the leopard will pull, I guess. Okay, leopard, don't pull, please. Give me the herb first. I don't even have to kill this kind of troll. I guess I only need the trolls which live in the caves themselves. Not the trolls which live outside of the cave. The entrance is up to the north here. What would I pull? No troll. Go. Go, my wand. Ha! He looks so funny when he uses that wand of his. The troll fruit. He has thorns. I don't care. I'm not a melee attacker. They actually start dealing damage now. Like I'm getting low. And there's a chest there. Yeah, let's get the chest. Let's heal. Wait, I have 4 trolls here? Okay, let's first kill these trolls then. So we don't have to deal with them. Oh, damn it, will pull 2. We need a dot, kill that one. Wait for the new on us. Okay, that one is dead. I don't think I can take all those trolls. It's like there's 6 of them. And 2 of them almost killed me. Maybe if I pull somehow. But then how do I pull? Do I have any food? Yeah, I have those ribs. Okay, let's think. We can try. How many do we pull? There are only 2. Good. Oh my god, we got a 3rd one. Let's heal ourselves. Okay, we're fine now. Even though they are out of mana, the wand is our most damaging ability. Why is it not dotted? Can we shield again? Can we do anything? Okay, we can shield. Maybe we can kill him. So we can kill 3 of them. But not 4. And to get the chest, I think I have to pull 4. Unless... do I have any easier meat? No, only this special one. Okay. So... I think they will chain pull. But if they don't, that means I can pull 2 of them, run away, and just deal with 2 of them. Let's see. We can survive anyways if it fails. We just have to run far. No, they pull all at once. Okay, what if we keep this one dotted, but run away from the others? The others should give up, but this one should follow us. It doesn't work this way? I thought that the monsters give up if you don't hit them. I guess I was mistaken. Yeah, they all give up at the same time. So basically there is no way to get this chest unless you can kill all the monsters. So you have to team up to get it. Okay, fine. So my only way is to kill some of them and run away, then return to kill more, run away. So I have to buff myself up, kill one, and run. Okay. This is not what I need. This is just giving the time for that troll to respawn, which is not what I need at all. Okay, get the skin. So which one is easier to kill? The one with less health, obviously. And we can run in this direction, it's clear now. And the one which runs towards me, of course, because that is going to be easier to hit. So we focus this troll. We buff, and we go. And he resists. Great. Good, this one's dead. Now we run away. Just run, just run. Good. So now we have to kill 3 of them, and I guess we can do it. Unless they respawn. Hit once more. Maybe even all at once. I won't have enough mana though. Screw it, let's try it. It's a game. Oh my god, he comes. No, don't come. Don't call reinforcements, please. Okay, now we need to shield ourselves. Why don't you shield yourself? Okay, good. We're doing it. Yes. We live. They die. Great. Great. We did it. Now they respawn on our head and kill us. Let's see and shield just in case. Because the monster here will respawn any second. What's our reward? Minor healing potion. And someone attacking us. Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. He respawned already. But we did it. It was great. We killed 6 trolls, which got the chest. We got the chest. Even though the chest had no loot in it, it's still cool. It still feels good, man. To be able to figure it out, how to do it. Okay, let's go. We need to explore some of this cave and kill some headhunters. We actually have enough hunters now. Interesting. Do they hit more in melee or from the distance? Melee they hit for 12 to 13. 15. Let's see how hard they hit from a distance. Let's heal. Is it actually useful to go melee with them? Doesn't seem like it. It feels like they actually deal less damage from range. Okay, I only need to go to the right. Don't need to go to the left. It's a cave, it has no herbs. It has mining nodes, I guess, which I don't care for, since I'm not a miner. Okay, he will die now. The dots. Let's get this one. Not line of sight. Are you now in line of sight, mate? Come in here. Yeah, good. Good Snow Strider. Don't resist. Bad Snow Strider. Don't call for reinforcements. Oh, yeah, great. Don't have to drink now. Okay, good. So I guess we take a step. No, I'm an idiot. I have to explore that way. So it's to the left. I'm going the wrong way. I must go back. Alright. So kill this troll. Why am I not firing with my wand? There's something wrong with my macro, I think. What's the macro for the wand? He resisted dot. No, I don't want to die. Buff, heal, attack. What's the macro for the wand? Sequence should shoot. Yeah, it shouldn't. Break, but it does. Oh no, oh my god. Okay, I might die here. Yep, my mistake. Should have friggin' healed. I didn't. Got punished. Now I have to... Oh my god, I have to run that far? God damn it. Yeah, it's... That's why I like Classic, basically. You suck even a little bit, you get punished for it. No excuse. Like, the game pulls no punches. The game doesn't give you any breathing room. If you fail, you fail. You get punished, you get hit in the face with it. You get said, you suck! You get told, I mean. And you have to improve. Like, I could have cancelled that attack. I could have cancelled that smite before it went out, and I would live. I could have played more safely, could have used my food and drinks, and I would live. I chose to press on recklessly. I got punished. I'm dead. And while I'm corpse running for several minutes, I have time to think about it. Like, what do I want to do so I don't have to corpse run again? So I don't have to be embarrassed again. What do I do? Suck fucking less. Learn to play, noob. And so I will. When you have to run so far, you cannot throw bodies at a problem. Like, you cannot just press on. You will get killed again, you will have to spend these minutes again. It will get annoying, you will give up. So you have to learn to play. The game doesn't let you brute force it. And modern free-to-play games don't even get me started on that. They have this mechanic where if you suck, the game tells you pay money and you will win anyways. So like, you die at 1 health, left at the enemy, pay money to resurrect with full health and 10 seconds of invulnerability right now. Really? But people do. And it's not good. Okay. So let's scout. Okay, so nobody is here, so we can raise here. Immediately buff ourselves. Buff ourselves. Heal ourselves. Debuff him. Start attacking. And we should get the exploration now. For some reason we are not getting it. Why? So where is this exploration thing? Do we have to get there actually? Oh my god, I pulled them. Now I'm in combat and I'm probably not regenerating. Oh, not again. Of course, there's no way to run. I have no mana, I have no bandages, I have only my remaining mana and healing potion. Of course they come here and kill me. You know what, maybe at this point this is the better option. It just costs money, because at this point I'm not yet getting the resurrection sickness buff, so I only lose the price of my loot, but my loot is worth not much, so it doesn't matter. And I can just do that quest another time. So we need to buy some ale, I think. Thunder ale, is that? Yes.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Ah, inventory full, of course.
Well met.
That's so trash.
See you soon.
Let's equip this one, it's better.
What can I do for you?
Sell some more trash. This is not useful, this is not useful. This isn't useful, this isn't useful. This is no use. Oh, the clock is good. This is no use. I don't want Rhunwyr scraps either. They don't sell well. Don't need tough jerky. So now I can buy the beer to distract the guard. I think it's Thunder Ale.
See you soon.
So let's give him some beer.
Great to meet you.
Yes.
Watch your back.
Now let's substitute the barrels. Good. We don't really need to repair anything except maybe our ropes. Let's actually go repair the ropes and leave everything else as it is. We are getting hit quite a lot by the monsters, so repairing the ropes makes sense. Who's the blacksmith here?
What can I do for you? Safe travels. What's on your
Can
mind?
he repair?
Be good. How are you?
Ah, yes, repair. Oh, it repaired everything. Well, I have to repair it anyways to sell it. I mean, it doesn't matter if I repair it or not. If I sell it unrepaired, I get less money. So since I will be selling it anyways, not disenchanting, it doesn't matter if I repaired it or not. Eventually it will even out when I sell it. Since the price decreases like exactly for the amount. Okay, return to Morogh. Where? That's here. Now we have to explore the trolls. We have to kill the stuff there. And we have to get the reagents there. We'll do it later, after Gnome Gun. So right now we have to go there. Follow the lake. That way we can get some loot and get to the trolls again and finish this quest today, hopefully. Like I have some 12 minutes left to play. Let's finish the troll quest and get back to Karanos. Exactly when the Hearthstone is up. Somebody killed all those boars for us, so we can skin them for free. Good. That's why you get skinning. It's such a free skill. Like you literally just get free loot all the time. Because somebody has no skinning, and those corpses, they stay up for quite a long time. Well, here's that person. Let's give him a buff. It's a mage. Here we go, mage. Thank you.
Ah, you're nice.
I won't steal your boar. Don't care about him. I need to get trolls ASAP. I'm on time limit. So I guess I was going the right way initially, and I went right in the cave. And then I went the wrong way and went left. But left is an overlook. I don't need an overlook. I need to actually get inside the cave on the bottom level for it to count as fully explored. Okay, so if the cat kills the rabbit, you don't get to skin the rabbit. Interesting. I didn't see the cat skin the rabbit. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm not checking herbs. There were no herbs here for some reason on the way, but if there would be, I wouldn't be getting them. Okay, let's kill this bear. We still need bears. I mean, we need bear claws even. So we'll have bears without claws again. Like he has 4 claws, but he drops none. So I must guess that all the claws were so much disfigured by the Shadow Ward pain and all the arcane damage I inflicted with my wand that I couldn't salvage even one of them to show for it. It's like in XCOM, where if you use a gun which deals more damage per shot to the UFO, you can just kill the UFO outright. So you prefer to use a weaker weapon so that the UFO is more intact when it lands, and so that you get more loot from the UFO. But here you cannot do that. Unfortunately, you have no such option. Okay, I don't want to kill anybody here. I want to get inside, killing as little as possible. So I should go around here. Be careful not to pull anyone. And just make a straight path into the cave. killing only the monsters necessary, staying near them so that they don't run too far away and pull more. Let's see, can I get past here? Can I get past here? Can I get past here? Good. Good, I can get this one. Let's kill him. The renew was waste. To actually regenerate mana when I fire a wand. Yeah, I seem to. Great. Why is there no sound of my wand firing? Ah, let's do this. Come here. You can't fire at me. I'm behind. Yes. Where is the sound from the wand attack? My wand just became suppressed. And he resists it. Please don't resist my wand. Good. Now kill this guy. No, don't damage me. I want full health. Good. We're gonna get full health now. He's gonna die now. To the dot. And we can continue. Carefully, carefully. Don't pull anyone you don't have to pull. Just go around. So 2 more attacks, he will start running and he will die to the dot now. Unless he gets out of my line of sight and pulls someone. Yes. Okay. That's fine. Fairy fire we don't care for. Why we're not buffed? We're not buffed. Now we're buffed. Good. No, don't smite, don't smite, don't attack. Just use the wand. Where is the sound of my wand? What the hell? Let's shoot, just in case. Why isn't he using his shadow bolt? Okay, never mind. I don't care. Now he's using it. Now he's dead. Dead. Oh, we got the stuff from him. So, oh, we got a chest here. I want to get that chest. Do I have time? Yes. Okay, so to get that chest, I have to go right. I also have to go somewhere there. Why am I attacking? Please die. So I have to go to the right, so I have to kill everyone. And wait for patrols as well. This is a hide skiller, he's melee. This is a snow strider, he is melee as well. So he should pull alone now. He will fairy fire and come close. Yes. Like even at level 8 the game already makes you think. It's great. You have to actually study the monsters, like learn which monster does that and exploit it properly, otherwise you will suck and die. It's awesome. Again, makes sense, it makes it feel like those are real trolls. They're a challenge to kill. Like a troll lives for, I don't remember WoW lore that well, don't remember how long the troll lifespan is. But these trolls, they had childhood, they had mothers and fathers, so it's not like they should die by the packs easily with no effort. They fight for their lives, they stick together, they help each other. So if you want to kill so many of them, you have to think, you have to outsmart them. Makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna get that chest now, and the drop will be something useless again. Like one thing they could do is make chests drop something better. That would be like, so it feels rewarding, like I'm doing it just for fun right now, because from the point of view of loot, the loot is pointless from these chests. It's like 1 health potion, great. The items are white at best, and mostly just grey. Like at least they could guarantee a green item from a chest. That would be fun. Okay, hide schemer, come here. Do I pull him? Or do I... Yes, good, I don't pull him. He comes through. Let me check my stream real quick. 1, 2, 3, sound check. Good. I guess I have to kill him anyway. He will pull otherwise. And he just cursed me in troll language. Okay, I'm in bad shape now. You think I don't heal? Okay, one is dead. Good. And I can shield myself in 2 seconds. Good. Place the dot and you survive. I guess I'm gonna enjoy this warlock from what I read about it. All this life and mana transfers. It's fun to actually tank as a cloth character. No, don't resist my dot, please. Again? Yeah, they have too much arcane resistance. I don't know why. He's higher level as well. He's level 10. I'm level 9. Okay, so we have 4 more minutes until Hearthstone. I guess we just stay here and... Oh wow, Malekith. Oh, a small blue pouch. Yeah, that's good loot. Like, yes, bag is okay. Bag is good loot. Bag is very important. Like, I was able to buy myself bags and send myself bags from the auction house. But if I would be a new player, I wouldn't know about this option. So this bag would be a huge boon to me. No. You see? I got better. I'm not gonna make this mistake again. 2 corpse runs. 2 deaths. They make you think better. They make you learn to play. Don't want to die again. You want to play better. Good. Dodge him. Does he see me? No? Good. What can we kill? We can give in the barrel quest, kill some boars and stuff, and then Hearthstone back. Yeah, we'll do that. If we can get out of this cave without pulling 10 trolls on our ass. Okay, we managed to. Good. Actually, let's go this way. There are herbs here, most likely. And monsters we need. And we can buff that warrior as well. So he has better time playing. Here's your buff warrior. Oh, there is someone else here. Buff him as well. Ah, it's that rogue who stole my monster when I helped him and he was running from the Wendigo cave. Okay. Let him have the buff. I must serve the light. I'm a priest of light. I must roleplay accordingly. Okay, 2 minutes to Hearthstone. Yeah, something is wrong with my wand, definitely. I'm hearing no sound of my wand attacking. Do I have melee sound? Yeah, I have sound of melee attacks. Attack. But not the wand. What the hell? Oh, they don't know skinning. So I can skin their kills. Let's go do just that. Yeah, ignore this boar. Just get the skins. Sweet free loot. I mean, it's probably not a good idea to do this. It's probably more profitable for me to actually kill the monster myself than just run around and get scraps. But it feels so good, man, to steal someone's loot. Like to know they can't have it and you can. I don't know. Stupid, probably, but fun. Okay. And we have a herb here. Yeah, I got some good loot out of it. Got a good... I don't know how to use stuffs. Okay. Don't tell me I have to travel to Darnassus to learn that. I probably do. That's bad. Okay. Let's get back to Thunderbrew Delivery now. Distillery, I mean. After we get this herb here. This one herb, which is it? It's silver leaf right there. So next time we still have to return this way, but we did the worst quest for the trolls in the cave. Now we just have to kill some wildlife and some leper gnomes. And then on the way back we run around this way and kill the trolls for Evershine. Where is the loot here? Yeah. Here's the silver leaf. Come here. Die here, and we can go. 1, 2, 3. This rabbit, I will let him live. Wait, I didn't skin? Okay. The rabbit dies in that case. Okay, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next adventures. I guess it's going to be the Rogue or the Warrior, we'll see. Thank you once again for watching, and see you again. Goodbye.